Hello, my friends. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. It just keeps getting worse, doesn't it? It keeps getting rougher out there for all of us. We are starting to see the results of Donald Trump's economy since he's been in office. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of people are getting really screwed. So I want to focus on that today, talk about how blue-collar Americans are getting in trouble and nonprofits are having a hard time. And all these things are going on under Donald Trump's watch, which is pretty strange from a guy that said he and only he could fix the economy on day one. I mean, good God, eggs are up 80 cents a dozen since Donald Trump took office. I thought we were voting for cheaper eggs, my friends. So there's a lot to unpack here today. I hope I remember all the things I want to talk about, but it's just really, really not good. So real quick before we get into that, make sure you check out the pinned comment. It's got the link to the Discord if you want to join that, and also information on the channel memberships. Those are only $1.99 a month. If you want to help this poor old trucker out, I know I'm going to talk about how bad the economy is, and then I'm just going to be like, hey, can you give me $1.99 a month? Not very good look for me, is it? But hey, it's about to be cheaper than one egg in Donald Trump's economy. So when you look at it like that, it's not the worst deal ever. But yeah, check out that pinned comment for that information. Especially join us on the Discord. We're building up over there and having some good conversations, it looks like. Anyways, we are starting to see how absolutely fucked people are getting in Donald Trump's economy, and I want to talk about that. What we're learning, my friends, is that we don't know jack shit about how government works. And I don't speak for all of us. A lot of my viewers are very knowledgeable people. Look, when it comes to politics, I'm sort of not that educated as a lot of people that are in my viewing audience, but they're always so graceful. They help me understand things that I don't quite get. But what we're learning is the average American doesn't know dick about how the government works, because we've got Elon Musk over there gutting our agencies, right? You guys know how he's doing that, and for some reason still hasn't been arrested, still no charges filed against Elon Musk. And I don't even think we should deport him. This man's attacking our country right now. We should definitely just lock him up and throw away the key at this point, because we deport him back to, you know, South Africa, then he could rebuild down there. So we got to lock this man up. He's a real menace, that one. Anyways, a lot of stuff is going wrong with farmers, of course, as you guys know. A lady much smarter than me explained in a video earlier how all of this stuff is interconnected and why we're seeing the results of farmers absolutely fucking panicking right now because they don't know how they're going to, you know, keep their family farms. So we know a big talking point on the right when it comes to, they call them entitlements or handouts. When it comes to helping other people in supposedly the richest country in the world, we are a lot of people in America are adamantly opposed to helping other people, feeding them, things like that. At the same time, the people on that side refer to our country as a Christian nation. This doesn't sound like something that Jesus would fucking do, now was it? You know, I've only looked at the Bible a few times, but I don't remember the part of the Bible where Jesus was like, you know what we should do is starve those children over there. I don't remember it. Maybe that was some Old Testament shit. I don't know. I heard that book was a little more brutal than the New Testament. I don't really fucking know. But anyways, what we're seeing is, you know, the fight against handouts in our country, right? We don't want entitlements. We don't want to feed the children when they go to school. And this lovely lady that explained in her video, I wish I could remember her name. You guys probably know who she is, but she explained how all these entitlements, handouts, all these things that we vilify in America are actually agricultural subsidies. When it comes to like food stamps, I think they call it SNAP now. WIC is a big agricultural subsidy apparently, because WIC does a lot of milk, cheese, dairy products, you know, beans, things like that that our farmers are producing for us, and the money eventually goes back to the farmers to continue working on their farm while hungry kids get fed. And other things that go along with that is the USAID. A lot of farmers were growing their crops and selling through USAID to other countries, and they were making money off of it, right? Well, now we're seeing all these disasters where small farmers are saying they can't keep their fucking farm. They don't know how they're going to get money. And I know, I hear you guys all the time. It's the fuck around and find out, right? The fuck around and find out, and then they're losing all their farms. But the part where it gets scary to me, where I always get concerned about this, is because there are these huge agricultural companies, and we will talk about other topics. I just want to get to these farmers real quick. I know I kind of harp on the farmers, but we need to pay attention to what's going on with that. These big agricultural companies are obviously going to come in and take these farms for pennies on the dollar. And once these big corporations own America's farmland, there's no coming back from that. We're never going to be able to buy that land back. It's done. It's fucking over with, right? Maybe I'll try to remember to link her video if I can find it again. It was a really good video. But all these things that the right rails against and says it's just handouts for the little Mexican kids, we can't be feeding them now, can we? We're real selfish over here, is affecting them on a very personal and financial level at this point. And quite frankly, they need to get their heads out of their asses. I did watch an interview on, I think it was a local news channel on YouTube. It was a married older couple that were Kansas farmers, right? And they did say they were Republican, but they said they did not vote for Donald Trump, which good for them. I mean, the Republican Party is incredibly fucking flawed. A lot of people go, both sides are the same. Both sides are not the same. The Democrats, sure, there's some flaws on the Democrat side. There's things they could be doing better, 100%. The Republican Party is a fucking dumpster fire right now. I don't know what is going on over there. But, you know, it was nice to hear them say, hey, we are Republicans, we're registered Republicans. We did not vote for Donald Trump, but they were very concerned. They were up there. They were probably in their 70s, and they were very concerned with how they were going to be able to keep generating an income off of their farm, specifically because of the USAID thing. So the farmers are getting fucked. Donald Trump's attack on rural and working class America continues. Another thing I want to talk about is the nonprofits. You know how Donald Trump signed that executive order freezing all funding across the country, and people freaked out because they couldn't get into the Medicaid portal and they weren't able to get the health care that they needed. And public pushback on that caused the administration to make the claim that they had unfroze that funding, and they maybe did in some parts. They did what a lot of us thought they were going to do, what a lot of us knew they were going to do, and that was unfreeze the obvious things, the things we weren't really paying attention to, while keeping a freeze on other things in this country, other funding. There's a lot of court battles going on with that. It's a little bit over my fucking head, if I'm being honest with you. But the courts are trying to rein in Elon Musk and Donald Trump, who continue to do whatever they want and are defying court orders last I knew. We'll see what's going on with that. I understand Donald Trump's the president, and he's also got presidential immunity from the Supreme Court. But what is stopping us from stopping Elon Musk? I don't fucking get it. But what's happening with that is the nonprofit sectors are getting hammered fucking hard. It's actually hit in my own home, and we didn't vote for this shit, right? Somebody close to me works in the nonprofit sector, having to do with sort of a, let's call it a day program for developmentally disabled adults, right? I'm a fucking redneck, and the word I normally use for that, it's not politically correct. Look, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying that I'm not good at words sometimes. So we'll go with developmentally disabled instead of my stupid redneck instinct to say stupid shit. And one of the parts of that job was job coaching for them to help them find work and help them, you know, understand interacting with people, so they can continue to be employed, and that part got fucking slashed. Just straight up, that whole department, sorry guys, you're out of here. Medicaid no longer supports this. So now we've got, when you take a person that struggles in life, whatever kind of condition they have, and you help them to figure out how to be productive in society, you would think that would be a net positive for society, right? Now that person goes out and they get a job, they find a little bit of independence, and if you're on the government side of that, now they're paying taxes. But now we've just said, you know what, we no longer help these people get jobs. That's just the fucking way it is, and you can fucking deal with it, right? It's stupid. It's sheer fucking stupidity. I'm not going to give a whole bunch of details on this, but I have a friend that works in a nonprofit sector where the hit was fucking devastating to their company. So right here in my own personal life, I'm hearing from people saying, what the fuck is going on here? We don't understand what is happening as Donald Trump and Elon Musk continue to steamroll the working class Americans. It's fucking crazy. And the craziest part about it, my friends, what continues to drive me absolutely fucking nuts, is we've got people just like me and you. They look like me and you. They do the same jobs me and you do. They're probably paycheck to paycheck like most of us. And they are cheering on fascism. They are saying, fuck yeah, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, they're getting it done, while they're watching already that their dollar isn't going as far as it did a month ago. The price of eggs are up. We're going to get into fuel prices, gas prices here in a fucking minute, because I'm a trucker and I have to pay attention to these things. It's crazy to me that people are cheering for their own demise right now. There was someone, you get the MAGA dorks, they run around the internet acting like they're making fucking points. And here's a point that I heard earlier that I was given by a MAGA dork, right? They said, imagine that you own a store and somebody comes in and robs that store, and you hire somebody to come in and figure out who did it, which I don't know why you would hire someone to come out and figure out who did it. Police exist, but fuck it. We live in MAGA reality, an alternate fucking timeline where we just make shit up. So the police don't exist in his scenario. There's no investigators. I don't know if it's a federal issue, but there's no FBI. Yet we live in a world now, my friends, the sheer stupidity of the things I hear. We live in a world now where when your store gets robbed, you have to hire a guy to come fix it for you. And the guy walks in and it's Elon Musk. Elon Musk comes in and he is going to identify who your criminal is, and instead you ask for Elon Musk to be arrested, and he said that's what we're doing, while Elon Musk is not only like stealing our information, potentially selling our information, leaving the Doge database open to anybody to poke around and add updates to it. Apparently, I don't know too much about that, but apparently you could just do whatever you wanted on the Doge webpage and add your own updates if you felt like it. Like it's Wikipedia now. Yeah, these are our super geniuses, my friends. So at very least, they have proven that they have no sort of security protocols when it comes to their own fucking webpage. What does that mean for our own information? And we've got fucking goofballs out here celebrating this shit, right? Now, the next part I want to get into is fuel prices. As you guys know, as you can see, if you can't tell by looking at my face, you might be able to tell by the background, I'm a trucker, unless you're one of those lazy MAGA dorks that never had a job before. One guy thought I was standing in an RV. Isn't that cute? You need to get out your RV and get a job. Yeah, you know what? I'll consider that. I'll think about getting a job. I'm not really sure if I will, though. I might just continue to milk the system. That's what I might do. But anyways, a lot of truck drivers got their heads up their ass, for lack of a better term, and they were just waiting for Donald Trump to come back in office because life was good under Donald Trump, right? Life was so fucking great. Apparently they missed paying $5 a gallon for diesel. Apparently they missed when we weren't allowed indoors because of the COVID that Donald Trump mismanaged. But most importantly, apparently they missed the time when thousands upon thousands of independent truckers went out of business because of Donald Trump's mismanagement of COVID. America being, I don't want to be like too, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. America being sort of the center of the world. Not necessarily. I don't want to be too fucking arrogant is what I'm looking for. America is a big piece of the world stage. Not after J.D. Vance and Pete Hegseth get done over there fucking around whatever they're doing. I'm still researching that a bit, but I guess they're over there pissing off the rest of the world. Donald Trump can't do it, it sounds like, because he's a felon. So a lot of these countries are like, hey, you can't come in here. We don't allow felons into the fucking country. Anyways, when Donald Trump completely mismanaged COVID, there was a complete supply chain crisis. As you guys know, truckers were sitting around waiting for their next load. There was a lot of truckers left the market. And fuel prices were insane, and if you needed a repair on your truck, you could be sitting for weeks, if not a month, waiting for a part to come in because it was on back order. All kinds of fucking shit was going on there. Well, we're already starting to see the effects of the Donald Trump economy in trucking, and I can actually look at information to back this up. I'm not going to put the information on the screen. You are welcome to go look at it yourself, but the national fuel average continues to climb. Last week we got like a 2-cent drop, but overall it's up again this week. And overall, since Donald Trump has came into office, fuel prices have went up. This is from the guy that can fix things on day one, and we're going to see a huge fucking problem with fuel prices if Canada decides they're sick of our shit and cuts us off from their resources, which very well could fucking happen. So I'm getting to a point in trucking where I need to start making decisions. Do I want to be the guy responsible for fuel now that Donald Trump's fucking it all up? And the other point I want to make is the company that my truck is under. We have this cool app where we get some big fuel discounts, right? Big fuel discounts. Currently, I am in Nebraska, and even with our discounts, we are over $3, I think. Yeah, we're right at the $3 per gallon mark right now. Without the discounts, you're getting up there closer to $4 per gallon for diesel, right? And I took that little app and I started looking around the country. Even with our discounts, we're sitting right at that $3 everywhere. Wait a minute. That wasn't even that high just a month ago. What the fuck is going on? And then you get over to the West Coast, California, right? $4.60 with the discount. Now, I never really understood what it is about the West Coast where fuel prices are considerably higher. But the point is, the overall data shows when it comes to fuel prices, if you're a truck driver, you want to know these things, and especially an independent truck driver, we are getting fucked. And we are all about to be in the same spot I'm in, where I need to start making decisions if this is going to continue to be profitable, as Donald Trump continues to piss off the entire fucking world, still with his threats of tariffs. Everything I'm seeing right now, my friends, has done absolutely nothing to benefit working class America. Not even a little bit. And if I could get anything out of this, I just fucking wish that all these MAGA cultists would look at the actual data, the actual information, listen to the words that their Messiah said when he said he alone could fix it on day one, and then look at the actual numbers and come to the conclusion that they were lied to. And that would make me feel a whole lot better. Just say it. Just say, hey, I was lied to. This motherfucker tricked me, and learn something from it. But when we see the continued insistence, belch over here, I'm such an attractive man. We see the continued insistence to defend the very person that is doing everything in his power, along with Elon Musk, to make sure your dollar doesn't go as far as it went even a month ago, to drive your wages into the ground, to help you lose your job. If you're in the nonprofit sector right now, you might be a little bit fucking nervous, and you have every right to be. But when his tariffs start going through, and we'll see if he actually does it or not, because last time fucking Canada and Mexico punked his ass out now, didn't they? According to MAGA, though, he owned their asses when he got nothing. He got nothing in that deal. There wasn't a deal. There was nothing there. Nothing happened. He took a victory lap off of doing absolutely nothing. But I forgot what I was saying, but I that's what I wish for people to just acknowledge that, look, we fell for it, we can learn from it, we can move on, because if we continue to ignore it and even celebrate Donald Trump's victory laps of accomplishing nothing, America's never ever going to get better from this. And that kind of fucking sucks now, doesn't it? Anyways, those are my thoughts for the day. Love you guys. Bye now.